turn on. There you go. Sing it.
Oh. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, we're back again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today,
what are we talking today?
we're talking about a video continuation of a video part 2
Part 2.
of our how inflation will affect us with when we go towards retirement, right? And part 2, I promised you guys that I'm gonna tell you about the solution, right? Because when we retire, the funds that we save up will be deflated because of inflation, or rather will be inflated, and therefore leading to our dollar cost today, a $1 that is today, right? In the future, it will lose its value. So, in today part 2, what I'd like to talk about is how real estate can be that hedge towards inflation. Alright? And the reason is because unlike many financial instruments out in the market, real estate is the only one that is real. And by that I mean tangible, physical, financial instrument, and that's probably one of the only investment vehicles that is tangible, right? That you can actually see, touch and feel.
Like those
Right.
like movable, immovable kind.
Yes, because unlike a lot of other investment vehicles, what you're purchasing could be just a piece of paper, right? That does not go with inflation, does not hedge against inflation, right? So how does this relate to inflation? Because real estate is basically a multitude of different things. You have land, you have the foundation, labor costs, the construction materials, salary, and even all the managers and all these costs, right, are basically pegged to inflation. So that means that when you put money into something that is physical, that goes along with inflation, actually that amount of money, right, is protected because it's a hedge against inflation. Right? So does it sound like a cool idea?
Yeah.
So because of that hedge, right, what you should do to protect yourself against that inflation, right, is to go into real estate. And now the question we need to ask ourselves is, a lot of times when we talk about property and all that, right, we always think, is location the most important factor?
Isn't it?
Yeah, location is actually an important factor, but it's not the most important factor. There are things that people miss out on. Two things. First is the entry price of the property. Whether are you entering at a price that's lower than everyone else? That makes the property undervalued.
Okay.
Right? And the second thing, aside from location,
Price.
is the exit strategy.
No. The time.
Exit strategy. Right? So, how do you define the exit strategy? There are a couple of things. Is like when you enter, right, the entry price is important, and then you have to think about the exit strategy, correct? So, how do you therefore get the best entering price and the exit price? You have to ensure that you go in, you're right, at the right time. Time is the most important. So currently, I'll just share with you a quick update of what's happening in the real estate market, right? So what's happening now in 2019 is that we have a total from 2019 to 2023, we actually have a total supply of 53,000 houses to be sold. Okay, that's 53,000, and the actual demand for all these houses is actually not very high. Probably 8 to 10,000 houses needed per year. So on first glance, doesn't it seem like we have a huge oversupply?
Yeah.
53,000 to be sold, we only need probably like 10,000, 9,000 a year. But the thing is, this is a perceived oversupply. What do I mean by that? Right now, what you're seeing is that as if when developers buy land, right, they buy all together, right? They all buy together, and they're not gonna wait like like for each other to slowly sell a little bit per year, right? So when they sell the time, what do? They sell together as a whole. Therefore, you will see 1 year of oversupply. Every one of the developers sell together at 2019 because they bought the land in 2017 or 18. You see where I'm getting at? Right? So that's why there's so much oversupply now. Now, then we know about the population white paper. We need 6.9 million people coming into Singapore by 2030. So if you take 6.9 million, divide by the number of years, 9 years, right? What we need from 2021 onwards, we need a total of 143,000 people coming into Singapore in order to hit 6.9. Yeah. So, but that's the only way we can hit 6.9 million. That means 2021 we need 143,000, 22 143, 143, 143. So just now what I've told you about is the supply. We got 58,000. Remember? Now I talk about the demand. When we have 143,000 people coming into Singapore on a yearly basis, do you agree that how do I find the demand, right? All I need to know is how many people generally stay in each house. Correct? So the average household size based on 2018's data is 3.24. So that means that for every house there will be maybe 2 adults and 1 kid, or 2 adults and 1 parent, right? So roughly about 3.24 per household. So you take 143,000 divided by 3.24, the number that you get is 44,000 houses per annum. So that's the demand that we need. So can you see that as of this year, we have 58,000 houses to be sold, but we have actually sold 15,000 already. So we are left with, from this year to 2023, we are left with only 38,000 houses to be sold. And out of these 38,000, this is our supply, right? But remember I told you we need 143,000, and then after that each household is 3.2, so therefore the demand we have is 44,000. So can you see that in 2021, 44,000 will instantly wipe out all the supply that we have. So my question to you is this: if you ever thought about investing in real estate or property, or you are pursuing your first house, or you are just someone that is currently in the HDB and hoping to upgrade, what better time is there than 2019? Would you prefer to go in where there is an oversupply, a lack of demand, where price is low? Or would you prefer to go in when you have 44,000 people fighting for the 38,000 houses, and with a larger amount of demand and a low supply, price goes up? Right? So that's the reason why 2019 is the perfect time to go into real estate, because of this supply and demand, and to use this real estate as one of the ways to help you combat inflation right before your retirement. Sounds good?
So meaning they have to start right now.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. So no kidding, because these are every real estate cycle lasts about 3 to 7 years. So every time someone miss a cycle, right, the next time it will be a good time to purchase any real estate is when you wait for 7 years later, because that will be the next cycle. You know, so this is some of the things that I like to share with you guys, right? Of course, there are much more data that substantiates all these numbers that I'm telling you, right? So I hope that today this video gives you good value. Yeah, did it give it good value for you?
Something that you don't know.
Yeah, you in real estate you must always know what others don't know, right?
Good.
Any questions?
Any question?
Any questions?
Yes? No?
Please
Okay.
tell us in the comments section below. Okay, I'll see you guys around. Bye. Are you recording? We're recording already.
No.
Yes, we are, you liar.
Eh? How come? So it has been recorded.